adventure today brings us to the Center of Neurosciences. Yeah, we're here today for my every 6 months follow-up following my surgery about 5 years ago, where they had to remove a tumor called cholesteatoma that was actually made its way through my skull and onto my brain. It's something that I've had happen before, but never to that extent. I mean, to the point I was in ICU for a week. There was talks about what my condition would be like once I was done, what skills I would still have, things like that. Obviously, everything so far has turned out fine. But I don't ever want to lapse on keeping up with it now, because now I have a reason to keep up with it more than just my health. It's for my wife and my children. So I do this every 6 months. They come in, they do a physical evaluation to see if they can see any more evidence of the tumors returning. However, it's not the best way of doing it. The best way of doing it would be doing actual like CAT scans and MRIs. However, I am so deathly claustrophobic. The last couple times they've tried, they ended up pulling me out because my numbers were just all over the place. They're like, we can't do this. I'm willing to give it a try again, but as of right now, they just come in and do a physical check, and that's what we're doing today. So, well, I'll let you know how it goes once we're done. And we're back. Routine checkup. No signs of my tumors coming back. They did some normal bereavement and cleaning, as you can see. Debridement, not bereavement. That being said, this is kind of one of the downsides of traveling, since this says Tommy's Tesla Tech and Travel. I did have some like hot spots, as they call it, where they had to treat them and add some medication on. Most likely brought on from traveling, as we don't realize the type of pressure that's put onto our bodies when we're inside of airplanes. As someone who's had a lifelong issue with their ears, I'm fully aware of these problems. So anytime I travel, I know I'm gonna have some ear problems for at least a week or two when I come back. So that was just it. As soon as he saw my ears, I told him, hey, just before you say anything, I have done some traveling. He was like, ah, okay. So make sure you're taking care of yourselves during follow-ups, because traveling is awesome. It's fun. It's, you know, it's what makes life worth living sometimes, right? But not at the expense of your health. So make sure you're taking all precautions for traveling to countries that require certain vaccinations, certain medications. Make sure you get those all done. If you're going to an area that's known for being a hotbed of whatever, malaria, make sure you're taking the proper precautions. Same thing, like when I fly, I got to make sure I take gum and other things. On the way back from Oregon, totally forgot to have gum, which kind of why I had more pain than I normally do. Other than that, let's see where the day takes us. It's been a rough couple weeks here in the old Tommy's Tesla Tech family, but we're gonna try to have a little bit of fun today. So let's see where the day takes us. All right, this is our first time using the new Canon G7X Mark II out in the wild. Let's see how it goes with the sound, the video quality, and everything else. We're running a couple errands out in the wild right now. We're going to be going up to look at a new U of A shirt for Henry, and that's University of Arizona for those of you playing at home, not any of those other fake U of A's. Because every Wednesday at school they get to wear a college shirt or jersey of their choice. And I realized he outgrew all of his U of A stuff, and as a proud U of A alumnus, that's not okay. Alright, just got to U of A campus and standing here with the legend himself, the statue of Coach Olson, probably the best college basketball coach in history outside of John Wooden, in my opinion, but to be fair, I'm a little biased. We'll have to make more time at some point to come do a walkthrough of the Hall of Champions. Because a lot of people don't realize that U of A actually has a really storied history, especially with softball, basketball in particular, and a few other sports. We once had a good football team. We're working on that now. Hopefully we'll see some improvement pretty soon. But yeah, this is McKell Center, the unofficial mecca of college basketball. Say what you want to about, you know, Kentucky, UCLA, North Carolina. I mean, Pauley Pavilion's pretty storied, but again, I'm biased. I'm a Wildcat. I've been to some many ruckus games here. I mean, how do you say no to that? U of A football stadium, and the practice field as well. A lot of people don't know this, but tree ring dating was actually created here at the University of Arizona. And once upon a time, I don't know if it's still the case, the lab that actually stored all the tree ring samples, and more specifically like the ice cores from Antarctica and Alaska, were actually underneath the football stadium. I don't know if they still are, but I was in the lab once for a tour. It was really cool. So success, got myself a new shirt. It's actually a Disney themed U of A shirt. I got some for the kids before, but I never had one for myself. Lizard. And these shirts actually are like 40 bucks, but the tag said $20, so I was like, oh cool. Took it up to the counter. Sure enough, it rang up at $40. Even the girl at the store was like, it says 20, we'll give it to you for 20. I won't say no to a discount. one of the best comic book shops on the planet. If you're ever in Tucson, make sure you check out Fantasy Comic. Man, I love these guys. Came in, talked to them, let me bend their ear, picked up some cool books. Can't go wrong with a stop at Fantasy Comics. Smoky Moe's right here in Tucson, Arizona off of First Avenue. Some of the best Kansas City style barbecue you'll ever have. If you don't believe me, go try them out. So I totally forgot to record an outro when I was out and about. So I'll just do it right now. I ended up getting some Smoky Moe's for dinner. Went over, had dinner with my mother and my aunt and the kids. Now everyone's asleep, getting ready for the day tomorrow, school and whatnot. But I just want to do a special shout out to everyone at Fantasy, the guys at Smoky Moe's, even the people down at the U of A. It's been a rough last couple days, and it was just nice to have some normalcy again and hang out with some friendly faces. So, with that being said, thanks for taking a ride with us. Please take another ride with us again soon. And if you're in Tucson, like I said, make sure you check out Fantasy. See, I'm even rocking the shirt right now. Got to represent the band you're going to see, right? And check out Smoky Moe's, have some food. And make sure you stop by the U of A. Go down there and check out the beautiful campus they have and their sports store. That being said, we should have another video coming out soon. Bye-bye, everybody.